Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Are you lost? I'm lost. Where are we?
We're the Judgies Not Advice line, right?
And I'm Josh.
And I'm Rick.
And I'm Christian.
And this is the Judgies
Not
Advice
Hotline
Hour
podcast.
Extravaganza.
Yep.
My.
You're almost there.
850 Judgies. Call, leave a voicemail.
Call us, beep us if you want to reach us.
Our bi-monthly / bi-weekly series.
Yep.
Olson's teacher wears like a black top with green pants
Okay.
once a month. And every time I walk in, I'm like, hi, Kim Possible. Or today I said, you got to call her beeper if you want to reach her.
Yeah.
And she's like, nice.
Is she our age?
Yeah, you know her.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if I don't?
It's my cousin's wife.
You have so many cousins. You have so many cousins.
That's
yeah,
fair.
that was a trick question you got him with.
And it's ironic because both of those things you could draw with chalk on. Both a black top and a green.
Pant?
Yeah. Like a green chalkboard.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? Those are the two colors you would use chalk on. You don't
What do
really
we need to use chalk for? Like, where is that coming from? Because she's a teacher?
No, because black top.
Okay.
Sort of like black top being like a road.
Uh-huh.
You would use chalk on that.
Yeah, but I don't understand where you got the chalk idea from. Like, what
Mainly-
made you think about the chalk?
Mainly when you said black top,
Okay.
which I thought road, which then
Sure.
I thought chalk.
Okay.
Is chalk not like top 5 when you think about a black top?
No.
Like a nice black, freshly asphalted driveway,
Uh-huh.
and then just a nice bright pastel chalk on that thing.
I mean,
No.
it does go hard. If I ever see brand new blacktop, I'm thinking, ooh, I want to ride a bike or a skateboard on this.
Okay.
My first thought is driving on it.
Okay.
And then my second thought is hot. Oh, hot.
Yeah.
Hot feet. Hot.
The chalk cools it down.
No, it doesn't.
It might.
It doesn't. It might.
It might. It can't make it warmer.
If you use white chalk, it has to, right? Because it's bouncing back more light. It's absorbing less light, so it's not getting as hot.
We're going to need to do a science experiment.
You know what they make? You know what they say when you asphalt about someone?
No. What?
You make an ass out of fault, and is what they say. I've heard that all the time. All right, are we ready? I got some.
I'm ready.
We got some good ones today.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is like A game material voicemails.
Ooh.
Really?
This is most of these are from December.
Okay.
If
To
you don't-
remember.
Yeah, there was a December to Remember sales event. None of that comes up in these, but there is like one about Christmas, and now we're into January with the voicemails. So
Okay.
keep calling, leave them in.
Leave them in. Please keep calling.
I cannot stress enough: do not record them in your car while it's moving.
Okay, well, if these are from January, then maybe people didn't get that memo.
No, because we were good
Or
for
December or
we were
whatever.
good for a little bit, and then people were starting to give me sass and be like, "Oh my God, Josh, I know I'm in a car, but you can deal with it." And it's like, it's not that I can't deal with it; it's that we're not going to play your voicemail because the audio is dog shit.
And then we get 100 other people
Doo-doo, baby
complaining
poo.
that it's dog shit quality.
Right, and it was good for a while, but maybe I just didn't say anything for a while.
Yeah, we stopped giving appreciation to the good audio.
So if you called in before and you're like, "Hey, what the hell?" Because I'm the only one who goes through them. So if you called in before and you're like, "What the hell? Josh didn't pick my story. What a piece of shit." Call again. Make sure you got crisp, clear audio, and maybe I'll like it this time. Who knows?
If
Maybe.
you don't record it in a recording studio with professional equipment, don't even fucking bother sending it in.
That would be preferred. If you could rent out a sound booth, that would be nice.
Don't
Yeah,
even bother if it's not the highest quality.
The worst is
Fair.
like legit.
Absolutely fair.
I can't remember what the story was about, but there's a story that was really, really good. There was like a minute and a half. Someone was telling a really, really good story, and then they got interrupted, and then they called back like a couple minutes later, but they're like in a car this time to finish it, and they're like, "Sorry, I had to go," and like whatever. And now they were in a car, and it's like this is it's completely unusable.
Yeah.
The audio is so bad.
Specifically, if you're using your car speaker as extra bad.
Not even just being in a car just on your phone, like 'cause it's not
Yeah.
even people driving sometimes.
Yeah.
Like people are like, "Oh, I'm in a car, but I'm not driving," and it's like I'm worried about that, but also it's just the sound.
Yeah.
The road noise is too much.
Yeah.
Or get a better car.
What if they're parked?
And that's the only time where it's potentially okay.
Okay.
I'm still going to say if you're using your car's microphone, stop that.
Probably not that.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. Got it out of the way. This,
Got it out of the way.
our first story, but our first two, I'm going to stop in the middle because I think it's a fun thing because I feel like the front half and the second half of both of these first two stories kind of reveal information that would have been nice to have at the top. And it's going to be fun to figure out
Okay.
the differences. But the first one is from someone who wants to remain anonymous, she, her. And it's, we actually got a lot of voicemails similar to this. And this is the one that I picked because it was the most not in a car sounding. And it's someone saying that they're upset that her boyfriend doesn't compliment her.
Okay.
Hey, Judgies. My name's I'd prefer it if you didn't use my name, and my pronouns are she, her. I'm calling to ask some non-advice about my boyfriend. We have been hanging out for almost a year now, but we've been dating since May. The entire time we've been together, he hasn't really complimented me. We have a really good relationship. I feel like it's a really kind of bro-y relationship almost. We do a lot of stuff together, so we do like a lot of outdoorsy things. We both snowboard and we go backpacking, but I also am his girlfriend and I want to feel that way. So last night we were hanging out and we were eating. He told me to chew with my mouth closed, which is like not that big of a deal. I was like, yeah, sorry. I feel like he kind of criticizes the way I eat sometimes. It just made me feel bad. I kind of went quiet. And then when we were leaving the place that we were eating at, I told him that I feel like all he does is criticize me and he doesn't compliment me to like outweigh that. It's not like he criticizes me that much, but there are no compliments that kind of like balance it out. We go on, we have a conversation about it. He apologizes. He says that he'll work on that. He's like a really awkward guy and definitely kind of autistic. He's very brutally honest and just isn't always the best with social norms. So like whether he thinks I'm pretty or not, he's not going to often think to say that.
So that's the first half.
Okay.
All right.
And I feel like maybe somebody at the table can relate to this.
That I don't
Somebody.
get enough compliments.
Can relate to the guy.
A little autistic, a little awkward. Doesn't know how to articulate his feelings, probably.
Yeah, I was talking about you.
Really
Yeah.
interesting.
I was about to say I don't think you complimented me yet today, but you did say as soon as you saw me in my outfit for tonight, you said, "Oh, you look nice." So you did. So you're out of the doghouse.
I will have to say I'm not giving you creative compliments, but I'm letting you know that you're beautiful. I'm letting you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that you're not like an articulate man.
Yeah. I'm not a big criticizer. Have I?
Yeah.
You could probably count on one hand how many times I've criticized you, and
every single time it's a big fight.
Every single time I have cried, yes.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And that is his secret sixth criticism that would go onto the second hand, which is that you cry too much.
I don't think that he would say that because I don't cry very often anymore.
I've actually fixed that about myself.
He said I cry too much, so I don't anymore. No.
But my point, stopping it there, where it is like that's something that you can solve through communication or
Yeah.
under mutual understanding of like, yeah. Sometimes it's a lot of men, for whatever reason, whether the autism or just social conditioning, don't really think about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not something that some people might not think about. And you can work through it and talk through it and whatever. The criticisms is strange.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Especially if it's strictly about her eating. Like, what is it just because she chews with her mouth open? Because I understand that.
Yeah.
You need to be criticized for that.
Right.
That's gross. But if it's like, what? You disagree?
I would never give a shit about it. I don't think I've ever seen somebody eat annoyingly.
No way, dude.
I'm just able to ignore it. I go, oh, that was annoying. Then I go back down to eating and eating like a horse or like a cow. I'm like, oh.
You got cud.
Yeah.
That's why we used to call you Kid Cudi when you were younger. But I think specifically, like, I don't think I've ever told somebody that I was eating with to be like, can you shut your mouth when you chew? Like, in like a rude way. It's always, I have to imagine if I've done it, it's been like, you know, you can kind of tease and be like, oh, you better close it before a fly gets in there. You know, there's like those sayings.
Were you raised in a barn?
Yeah.
Go eat in the closet.
Was that why they used to call you Kid Cudi? These kinds of things.
Yeah.
But this person was at, like, they were at a restaurant, and it's like, I mean, if you're at an upscaled restaurant, I might be a little like, we have to act the part. You can't, like, be on your fucking phone playing a TikTok. Like, there's certain things that you might receive, like a, babe, go on, close your, they have a wine menu. You can't chew with your mouth open here, you know?
Yeah. They have a 2-page wine menu. Do you understand?
My grandpa used to threaten, like, this is before I was born. He died before I was born, but I got threatened with it. But he would make you eat in the closet. If you chewed with your mouth open and he caught you, you had to go into the closet and eat by yourself.
That seems a little extreme.
Yeah. Well,
No.
it was the 80s. So,
What if you have allergies and you can't breathe through your nose, so you kind of have to chew with your mouth open a little bit?
well, I don't know. I just got the threat, like, you know, Poppy used to make you eat in the closet if he caught you with your mouth open. But I didn't have a Poppy. So.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad
That seems bad. That seems like a bad thing to have.
Apparently, he was a great guy.
Really?
But the way that our listener was saying, like, he criticizes me, I don't think I would ever want to date somebody who I would describe as like, yeah, they criticize me a lot.
Yeah.
It's criticize, like, the language of criticize is too strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's an element of, like, talking to someone. Like, I wouldn't criticize you guys because I love you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I would offer maybe constructive criticism, but I'm not criticizing.
Yes.
Like,
yes,
sit
yes.
up straight, drink more water.
Josh, I'm looking at your bottle and it's at 11 a.m. 7:17.
PM.
Glass houses, Josh.
That bit, because you've been sick, because I got this new bottle. I showed off in the main show, but it's a very dude bottle, and it's got the times on the side. And every single time you comment on how full it is, it genuinely triggers a thing in me where I'm like, yeah, I just filled it up. And I know that you're doing a bit, and it took me, I think about it a lot when we're not recording, where every time I'm like, I need to tell him it's a really funny bit, and like, it's funny, especially because recently I was like, yeah, I just filled it up. And then I think Erica said, like, and then you don't even drink it after you fill it up or something. And it's like, I need to remind myself not to get angry. And then you said it this right now, and I was still like, I don't need to defend myself. It's a bit.
I think the funniest part about that bottle is that it is such like a manly man bottle, and you have to sip it. Like,
yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Anyway, so let's get into the rest of the call here of our anonymous caller. Upset that she isn't getting compliments from her boyfriend.
Last night we started talking about this, the whole no compliment thing. And at one point I told him, I was like, ever since we started dating, like we went from friends to being in a relationship, you haven't told me that I'm pretty or beautiful or cute or anything once. And I don't even know if you think I'm pretty. And he just kind of sat there. He didn't really say anything. I asked if he was going to say anything, and he was like,
Major
well,
fumble.
It's not like you're like smoking hot, but I love being with you. Like, I really enjoy everything we do together, and I really love our relationship. Just like sometimes when we shower together, if I don't immediately get hard, like maybe that's why. So that really hurt my feelings, and I told him that. I told him to please never say anything like that again to me, because he didn't have to say that. Afterwards, he continued to tell me that I'm pretty and beautiful, and like told me things that he really likes about the way that I look. He started it out with, it's not like I'm smoking hot. You know, that was kind of hurtful. I told him that, and he apologized. He said he won't do it again. He said he understands how he hurt me. I'm just kind of like ruminating on it, and it's really hard to stop thinking about it. Yeah, Judgies, I'm just kind of wondering what your advice on the situation would be. It's a weird situation. Like, everything else is good, but I feel like he's not attracted to me. But I know there's hotter people than me. But, you know, I just would prefer it if that hadn't been said to me, because it's hard to get out of my mind. Anyways, thanks. Bye.
So all good grace gone out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any amount of leeway given.
Woof.
Opening up a spot where you are given a prime opportunity to say, I'm sorry, and you are beautiful, and hit with, well, you're not the hottest chick I've ever fucking bagged. You're
Well,
not the hottest person in the fucking world. You're no Jennifer Aniston in the 90s.
You know, when we get in the shower and I don't get hard, that should have been enough for you. It's like, what? What are you talking about?
And maybe it's a young man's game, and I've just been out of it for too long. Am I expected to get hard every time I'm in the shower
Thank you, Josh.
I'm
Thank you.
sorry. Sometimes I'm in there to do a job, and that's to get washed.
Yep.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
That is. That would be hard for me to get over as well.
You have to break up. Nobody who loves you would say that to you. in that moment, nobody you got the easiest form of if would you still love me if I was a worm? You got the easiest form of like, you've never told me I'm pretty. I don't even know if you think I'm pretty. Which is the answer is, of course, I think you're gorgeous. I'm sorry I don't talk about it. And instead he went, yeah, you're fucking busted.
I mean,
You'd
you're
probably
a
be
New
hotter.
York 5, but that's like an Iowa 6, dude. What?
It's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah,
You shouldn't be
You
with
gotta
someone who
get
doesn't
outta
make you
here.
feel like attractive to them.
Yeah.
And we all know that like we're not all 10s.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But to
My
ever
wife
vocalize that, huh?
Nothing. My wife is.
Right, exactly. And so is my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like these are things that are true. And it's crazy. It is fucking insane to say that about somebody that you allegedly love.
Yeah.
In a moment where you're given a layup.
And it's like, again, I get what this guy's coming from because I'm also like, I'm pretty autistic and it's just easier for me to be like bluntly true on stuff. And so sometimes it's just foot and mouth situations, but it's like
That's a bad disease.
this one. Yeah. This one truly was like, all you had to say is that I think you're beautiful. And you go, I mean, you're all right. What are we doing? Break up.
And that's why I don't get hard in the shower.
Yeah.
He double tapped it.
It truly.
He gave you a hurt sandwich. It's crazy.
I was trying to think of is it a compliment sandwich where you like compliment and then insult and then compliment?
Mm-hmm.
I was also doing the math up here because I'm like, well, the sandwich is the stuff on the inside, but I think a
Right.
compliment sandwich is on
You had
the outside.
You had a keto compliment sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You took off the buns.
Yeah.
Just the insult, please.
Yep.
Too many carbs in those compliments.
I'm watching my figure, and I think you should be too.
Well, and then it comes back to the original. You know,
About his
we're
comments
we don't know
criticizing her
obvious-
eating.
Yeah, maybe that was part of it. Like that seems maybe related.
Yeah.
And that's not to say, listener, that we're judging you. We're judging him. Like maybe he was trying to nudge you to like stop eating
Yeah.
so much, and then he'll be attracted to you or some stupid
Which is
shit.
Don't change that for me. Yeah, I think the lesson here is that men are stupid.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. Is that? Did you hear that from somewhere? Or did you just come up with that?
I think the full saying is men are stupid and I don't respect them.
Really? All?
Yeah.
Joanne Lajoie came up with that.
Genuinely?
No.
I don't know who that is. Then.
John Lajoie wrote a song where he's called "Show Me Your Genitals," where he opens it and says, "Women are stupid and I don't respect them."
Oh.
That's right. I just have sex with them, and it's a satirical song. But I feel like that's what you were referencing. It was a TikTok audio for a while.
The TikTok audio that I know is men are stupid and I don't respect them.
Yeah, that's from that song, but they just cut out the women part, the "w" part.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure, unless someone
Interesting.
remade it.
Okay.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, you gotta break up. Do we think you're talking about a lot of doing outdoorsy things? Are you dating Alex Honnold? Maybe just try looking like
Who is
a
that?
cliffside. You'll think you're hot. Free solo. You just climbed a big building.
Free Taipei.
Free Taipei.
Okay.
You
Right?
seen-
You climbed Taipei 101?
yeah.
Right.
He's a very
Is that a
famous.
font?
No, it's like the tallest building in
Somewhere.
Taiwan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't Taipei the capital of Taiwan?
Probably. That sounds right.
Sounds
Hey
right.
Google,
No.
what's the capital of Taiwan?
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever seen him give an interview?
No.
He's incredibly autistic, but he loves rock climbing. So like anything where it's like, what do you think about your family? It's like, oh, they're all right, but I'd rather be climbing, honestly. And it's like he can't have a single conversation that has any kind of like depth unless it's about climbing a mountain.
Okay.
Yep. Married, multiple kids. And there's like, what happens if you fall and die? And he's like, fuck them. I love climbing. He's like 40 something.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's too old to be climbing, frankly.
Dude, he can't stop.
I mean, I guess he hasn't fallen to his death yet, so he's kind of proven all of his haters wrong.
That's true. That's true.
The next voicemail, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
This is anonymous. She, her. Notice the theme. This is about her boyfriend that's going on a trip without her, and that makes her upset.
Okay.
Hey, Judgies. I'm not going to tell you my name, but my pronouns are she, her. So me and my boyfriend have been together for almost a year. Before we got together, he had made a plan to go to a different country with his friend for a festival. His friend doesn't have a girlfriend or anything, and he's like, I'd have to see if he's okay with it because I don't want him to feel like a third wheel, which I get, okay? But the thing is about me, and I'm not just saying this to toot my own horn, but I'm like very much one of the guys, you know, he has even said that about me. I'm not the kind of girl that's going to be like girly, you know, like, wah, I don't want to go here. I'm totally down for anything. There's a way to not make him feel like a third wheel, you know, we're not going to be kissing all over each other and all mushy gushy and stuff like that the whole time.
That's the first half.
Okay.
Thoughts so far?
I mean, it's okay if you are that kind of girl.
Yeah.
For any girl out there that's listening that is like that, like that's fine.
Yeah. With the accent that our caller has, and she said mushy mushy, I just can't unhear Damien from Smosh doing Japanese SpongeBob. And it's the scene where Patrick is answering the phone at the Krusty Krab and says, no, this is Patrick. Uh-huh. He goes, Moshi Moshi. And then in Japanese, no, this is Patrick, and then hangs up. And I don't know, something about your accent really sounds like a Patrick impression saying Moshi Moshi.
That was so specific.
Yeah. Somebody will get it.
Yeah. There's 3 people in chat right now going absolutely ballistic. Or bananas.
The basis of the story is that our listener's upset because he wants to go on a trip with just his one guy friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think what really settles it for me, not settles, but what's important to me is that the plans were made before they started dating.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And not that is like the end all be all, but it's like a little bit to me is like you can go on a trip without your partner. Like there's different dynamics in different friend groups, different people. It doesn't matter if you're one of the guys in certain situations. Like there'd be other moments where it's just like, this is just a trip for like this thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and there's different elements to that. Would we all say?
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, especially, it really is like the fact that the plans were made before you.
Yep. That's where I'm getting hung up on it. And I have a feeling that the second half of this story is going to change how I feel.
Maybe. Let's find out.
I will say he hasn't even talked to his friend about it because it hasn't been exactly planned yet, but it will be being planned soon. The thing is that I don't think I could be okay with him going to another country for a whole week without me. It's not about trust because I do trust him. It's just the fact that I want to go, you know. It would be a lot of fun, and I would be alone at our house for a week, which I don't handle well. 3, he even said that he wouldn't be okay if it was the other way around. So I'm just wondering, what do I do about that? I'm really hoping, I haven't brought it up again because I don't want to start an argument when it's not even being planned yet. I'm wondering what your guys' opinion is. Because I get it, you know, people deserve to have their own time. I do understand that. But this is in a completely other country for a whole week. And plus, like, I want to go have fun. I never get to do anything, you know? This friend lives in a different country also, so I've never met him. I don't know. I just want to know your guys' opinion, what you guys think. I love you guys. Bye.
Okay, so that changes everything.
Where are we at?
I still feel like I don't know because they've only been dating for like a year.
Yeah, less than a year. It sounds.
Okay.
Yeah. Or around a year.
To me, it does seem like a trust thing that you can't trust your partner. And I know that she said it's not that, but I mean, truly.
Yeah.
I think it's a FOMO thing.
And I understand that as well.
And I think it's partially a codependence thing.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
how about that? Which
Maybe it's a
we
little
all
bit
just
off.
named one of the 3 reasons why our listeners said they want to go.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
They think it'll be fun. I do trust him. And then that you
being
don't
in-
like being alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, which to me is not a very valid reason for want to go on this trip.
No.
Like, because you don't want to be alone. Like, that's the least valid of the reasons, in my humble opinion.
Do you have like a group of friends that you could go out plan a trip with?
Around that same time. So you're both doing something fun, but separately.
Does it change at all? Did the calculus change at all when you found out that she's never even met the guy?
A little bit.
Because then you're losing that. Like, if it was like us 3 going on a trip,
Right.
Yeah.
that's different than like if I had a friend that you guys have never met,
Yeah.
and then now you guys are coming, and it's like,
You
well, that's,
and Schmitty go on a trip together.
right? Where it's like, it is like, well, but it was supposed to be a me and that guy trip,
Yeah.
and now there's a whole other element that we have to bring in. But then I think he fucking sealed his fate. He sealed his fate for me, where I think our listener, you should go on this trip. When he was like, well, I wouldn't be okay if you want a trip without me.
Yeah.
It's like, well, then fuck you. You have to bring her. You can't.
Agreed.
If you're gonna have it one way, you can't have it the other way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not fair.
And it really is like it's one of those things. Like, you're already going on the trip. It's like it feels like it's just so much easier if it's like, well, let me just tag along. It's like everything's already planned.
Yeah.
We get to share hotel rooms.
Yeah.
It's like we're saving costs instead of 2 trips. I definitely get it.
But the trip not being planned even one bit.
Yeah. So I thought the
Yeah,
trip was
that makes a big
already
difference,
planned,
honestly.
but it sounds like it's like
It's a vibes trip.
we should go to Thailand someday.
Yeah.
And then it's like 3 years later, and it's like, remember when we said we should go to Thailand? What if we do that now?
Yeah.
You're not invited. We talked about this before I knew you.
Now that's a completely different story.
Because it's involved with you.
No, because it's before I knew you. 15 years ago.
That's a real, if we aren't married by 35, we'll marry each other moment.
Yeah.
It's like, what do
Yeah.
you mean you made that promise when you were 12?
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
Remember when we looked at the dates for when the next solar eclipse in Iceland was? Sorry, babe, you can't come with.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, our listener said, like, I don't want to bring it up because like it's going to start a fight. And it's like, I agree with you where it's like, this is such a thing that does need to be a fight because the trip will never happen. They were planning on going to a music festival and it's been over a year of planning, which probably, I guess it has to be like an annual. In my imagination, this is, what's the EDM festival in England, in the UK?
Like something forest.
Yeah.
Electric Forest.
Yeah.
This is what it has to be that.
If it's Electric Forest, I'd change all of my opinions, and it now is a trust issue.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like there's so many different elements where it really is like it's hard because on one hand there's a lot of information, and on the other hand there's not enough. Where it's like you should be able to go on a trip with just your friends, but at the same time, like he said they wouldn't be okay with it being. He's like he should be accepting of you coming, but then you don't know the person, but then the plans aren't even made yet. And it's like,
Yeah.
why are we even arguing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like Christian and I go on separate trips. Like I've got a trip to Mexico coming up that he's not going on.
Yeah, me either. Right?
Yeah.
I'm
And I
not
was-
going either, right, Eric?
Right. Which
Huh.
I'm busy that weekend, by the way. Don't ask me to hang out with you, Nelson.
All right, that's fine. I won't.
which I was gonna be like, oh, and he's going. Do you have any solo trips planned?
Maybe to my birthday.
Free solo. Yeah, maybe for your birthday.
Oh, I'm not invited to that.
No, boy trip.
Boy trip.
I'm one of the boys. Everyone says so.
Everyone says so. Well, and like, look, there are just like even if someone is fully like I said, like there are different social scenarios between even within friend groups that like it just changes when different people are there. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
and that's perfectly normal and healthy and natural for that to happen. You know?
Yeah.
Especially like if the boyfriend hasn't seen this friend in a really long time because they live in a different country,
Yeah.
and this is their chance to like catch up and
Reconnect.
hang out.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say reconnect.
Feel that spark
Then I just,
again.
just shut up. I just feel like she shouldn't be there for that.
Yeah.
Like it's not just, and even if she's like trying her hardest to not make it like a third wheel situation, it's still going to be like, oh, we'll take our picture,
Yeah.
or oh, I want to see this, or I want to do that,
Yeah.
when it's supposed to be a them. I don't know.
That's what I mean though. It is like there's so many different elements to it.
Yeah.
But if the fact that it's not even being planned means it'll never be planned because it's two guys planning a trip. It'll never happen.
Yep.
It's gonna be a lot of like, hell yeah, dude, we totally should go to Electric Forest.
Yep.
Oh, maybe next year. I don't know.
Especially like places like that, that's gonna book up fast. So like if
Yeah.
you're not planning it a year in advance,
Yeah.
you're not going.
Nope. Our next voicemail. Edith. She, her. I think the voicemail kind of messes up. This is about a mall guy.
A classic mall guy.
Like Darth Maul.
No, like where you used to work. A mall.
Got it.
Hi, Judgies. My name is Edith. You can say my name. So I work at a fashion retail place in my town's mall, and I'm one of the assistant managers there. And today, this girl comes into my work, and she's like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?" And this girl, she goes on this ramble about a date that she was just on, and she said it was like her 5th date with this guy. And he had suggested going to places that meant a lot to them. And for some reason that she would later tell me was he brought her to our mall. This woman looks me in the eyes and she's like, I just wanted you guys to know that this guy comes to this mall because he is sexually attracted to our store's mannequins and likes to watch them be changed on the days we train for them. And I just thought that was crazy and that you guys might like to hear that. My favorite judgy is Erica. Bye.
That's fucking wild.
That's a strange thing to say to somebody on their 5th date.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is something.
That wouldn't hit top 5 for me. Top 5 dates.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Because what's the datee supposed to do with that information?
Yeah.
Be like, well, I'm gonna get exactly what's on that.
Am I going to get a mannequin body? Because he likes the mannequin body. He doesn't even like the clothes on the mannequin.
right?
I can't have a mannequin figure.
Another unrealistic standard for women.
Oh, I got to get rid of my arms and head? Okay. Yeah, okay.
Just wrists.
Just wrists.
Well, no, he likes the ones that are posing with jewelry. So one hand.
So he definitely likes the mannequins that have the hard nipples, which is weird that they have mannequins with pointy nipples sometimes.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever noticed, man.
me neither.
What's that say
Me
about
either.
you?
Me either. I made it up. No, I've definitely been 13 before and looked at a mannequin and be like, nice boobs.
Yeah, I was-
This is the closest I'm ever going to get to looking at boobs.
I don't think I've ever looked at a mannequin in a sexual way since I was a very young teen.
Yeah.
Where it is like that's the closest thing,
Yeah.
and you imagine a bag of sand.
Truly.
You know what I mean? What's that from?
And
King of
then-
the Hill.
I don't
Bag
think
of
I've,
sand is 4-year-old virgin.
4-year-old virgin.
I don't think I've ever looked at a mannequin sexually.
Mm.
Must be a boy thing.
And then you go to like Dick's Sporting Good and you go to like the Under Armour section. It's like, his bulge is huge and he's 4 feet wide. What's going on here? I can't achieve that either.
Yeah, and the mannequins with the hard dicks too.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
There's no way.
The Dick's Sporting Goods. That's why they got their
No.
name.
No.
That's where the gray sweatpants thing started.
No.
Do you think they went on a 6th date?
No.
Great. I mean, how awesome does this guy have to be to where you overlook that?
Jeff Bezos money.
Okay.
Like you're just getting there.
There's no hotness. It's got to be a.
He's taking you out on really nice.
But he took you to the
dinners.
mall.
That's where he comes from.
humble beginnings.
Now he owns a mannequin factory.
That's worse. That's so
bad.
much worse.
That's bad.
Do we think his favorite band is Mannequin Pussy?
Probably
Maybe.
not.
That's a good band.
Two feminists.
Yes.
He's like, I really love. This is where it probably happened. 5th date, talking about music.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Mannequin Pussy. Oh my god, I love
Me
them
too.
too. Really? Let me show you where the good ones are kept.
Yeah.
Walk on over to Forever 21 at the mall.
Yeah.
Here's the Mannequin
Ooh,
Pussy.
I don't like to think it's Forever 21.
Why?
Because I can only think of like 40-year-olds shopping at Forever 21.
Rue 21.
Oh, mall stores, I guess.
Is it Rue 21?
There's also Forever 21.
Wow. Why are they both 21?
What's the one that always had like the buckle? Never
The
mind.
buckle.
I was about to say, what's the one that always had like cowboy boots and like big cowboy belts and shit, and it was kind of ugly as shit.
Yeah, buckle.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think this is just great? How can this person be normal enough to be on a date? Be on
5
a
times.
5th date.
Correct.
Yeah, how did he pass the prompts
And
for
you know,
5 dates?
He brought up the idea of like, let's go to places that are important to us.
I feel like that's not a 5-day secret reveal. That's like a 5-year secret reveal.
Yeah.
Like we're already well established into our relationship.
I
And
have to
then you
have
tell me I actually really like mannequins.
My hooks have to be deep in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to have like a mortgage together to where it's like, oh, you can't leave me now.
Well, it's not that you can't leave. I just think that I think you might know the person a
The
lot better
implication.
and be able to like, okay, I could see why you think that, or, you know, let's figure something out for that. But
Well, and there's a world
on
where
date
like,
5, no.
listen, if this dude was going to this store and doing something heinous in public, the workers would have known. Our listener
Right.
would have known. If it's like, oh, that's that guy that JOs to all our fucking mannequins every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think we can kind of assume that like he might just be going and it's all theater of the mind for him, and then he walks home. So
Yeah.
you're like, there is a world where like you find this out 4 years in, and it's like, okay. But if it is, he's going up and jerking his little gherkin to these mannequins. That's a whole other story.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably one of the weirdest things I've ever heard.
One
Truly,
of-
this was pretty
yeah.
unique.
I don't know. As somebody that worked in mall retail, I don't know how I would feel if somebody came in and told me that.
Right.
And plus, like, I mean, I don't know how young our listener was, but like I was like a young adult,
Yeah.
and I think that would really fucking creep me out.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Well, and like in this exact scenario too, it's the person came as like, I was on a date with this guy and then this happened. You don't even know what the guy looks like. So now every guy who's walking through on Mannequin Tuesdays, you're just like, is that the fucking weirdo?
Yeah.
You don't know. You know, it'd be different if somebody came over and was like, that's the fucker.
Yeah.
Who knows about the hard-nipped mannequins, the H&Ms?
I mean, we usually
Is that why it's called H&M?
No.
That's where they have them at.
at American Eagle we changed the mannequins. Typically, it was called floor set, where we like
Okay.
rearranged everything, but that's done after hours. There are occasions where we would, you know, if a customer, that's the last top we have, and
Oh, sure.
you have to change it out. But
Do you get told how to dress the mannequins, or is there like somebody that's on the team that's like, you have the best taste, just that mannequin?
I don't know how it is for other stores, but at American Eagle, when we did floor set, you get like a picture diagram of what they want it to look like.
Okay.
But they had style, which I was a stylist. We had stylists and jean experts.
That's just a really funny way.
They just have like a lot of different options for jeans at American Eagle. Like that's anyways, so I was a stylist. So we would put together outfits to hang on the doors of the fitting rooms, but then it would also be a stylist job. Like if we ran out of stuff for that mannequin and we had to change it up, then a stylist or a manager would
Yeah.
Okay.
replace it.
Yeah. Kind of just like any end cap at any store. They have a picture of what you want it to look like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aurora did that at Goodwill, because at Goodwill, where she worked a long time ago, on the dressing fitting room doors, they would put clothes. But at Goodwill, you don't have stock, right?
Yep.
And so one time, Aurora made like the Mystery Squad, the Scooby-Doo boys and gals, and like made like faux costumes of what they would wear and put up on the door because it was around Halloween. and it got like she won like a $50 gift card or something from Goodwill because it got posted on like the official Goodwill website.
Yeah.
But like that wasn't Aurora's job title, of course. It was just
Something she had fun doing.
yeah, and they that's how they advertise cool pieces if they want it,
Yeah.
not just in the sea of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but they
That's
don't have
wild,
gene
though.
experts at Goodwill.
I mean, do you have to have like a bachelor's or a master's degree to be a gene expert, or what kind of education do you need?
You watch a video.
Interesting.
You don't get a pay increase, but you do get a bigger discount.
That's really funny.
So everybody, well, again, this was 10 years ago, but everybody's base discount was 60%.
Crazy.
And if you were a stylist or a gene expert, you got 3 items a month that were 80% off.
That's wild.
If you hit
And
quotas, you get free stuff, right?
and if you hit certain quotas, you got free stuff.
I doubt. I can't imagine they still have those
I don't know.
in place. That's such that is the most aggressive employee discount I've ever heard.
It's
That's how I feel.
amazing. And you
You
got
were rolling in the clothes.
so you get well, it's
Well,
you're
she was a clothes rolling expert.
true. You got like a base discount of 40%. Everybody got that. But you got an additional 25% off of clearance items, and then you got 12 items per month that were 60% off.
Which is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
You
that's
could
plenty.
Get one every other day.
Yep.
Almost.
It was
Yeah.
great around like Christmas time.
Oh my God.
sure.
Everybody got American Eagle for Christmas.
Yeah.
It was so hard for me to go back to like paying full price for anything. I'm still wearing the last thing that I know,
I'm
right?
playing the world's smallest violin.
The last thing I bought there with my discount was like a $400 winter coat that I paid like $90 for.
Sure, yeah.
And I still wear it. Like
Yeah.
that is my winter coat.
Yeah. Because, like, I remember I had to be fair, this family member of mine works for, like, Walmart corporate. But, like, this is years ago. I remember them saying, like, I think they got, like, 20% or 25% off groceries at Walmart. But this was years ago when, like, groceries at Walmart was still, like, people didn't trust it yet.
Yeah.
You know? And I know for a fact that it is nowhere near that rate anymore. And he
Oh,
works
yeah.
for corporate, so like there's no way
The
the plebs that do all the actual
Wage.
hard work
Wage slaves.
sustain the billion-dollar multi-billion-dollar corporation would get anywhere near that. But even that, like, that's what I mean, is like companies are so much worse now when it comes to anything that's like pro-employee like that. Like,
yeah,
I just can't imagine it's probably like 5% off.
probably.
And then if you become a gene expert, you get like 10 or something, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. It was insane discounts. And honestly, I liked working there,
Yeah.
but I can't speak for it now.
Yeah.
So
Ever since, well, and Sydney Sweeney was a bit of a gene expert for them, huh?
Yeah.
How about that?
mm.
I mean, gene expert is just straight up like if it feels dog whistle-ish. It feels a little eugenicist.
I mean, it didn't at the time.
It does, but in retrospect,
And that's during the time that I was learning specifically about eugenics.
post SS, Sydney Sweeney, it's a little on the nose there, AE.
Adolf Hitler.
This next voicemail is from an anonymous person who uses she, her pronouns. And this is a Christmas miracle.
My pronouns are she, her. I've had a crazy, 24 hours. Just for some backstory, my brother-in-law and my sister are, super rich. They just bought a yacht. My sister's a stay-at-home dog mom. It's crazy. So at Christmas time, she and my brother-in-law take care of, everything, all the presents, all the food, because my dad is raising my half-brother's kids. My mom is in long-term care, so he gets super overwhelmed into Christmas. My sister and brother-in-law take over. Yesterday, when they were supposed to be coming home, I got a call from my younger sister, and she says that my older sister and my brother-in-law are not coming home. My older sister has been having, a lot of health problems. She had to have a lot of blood work. They found an abdominal mass she needs to get an ultrasound on. So I'm a little worried. And my younger sister says that she is having a C-section. And I'm so floored that I'm trying to figure out how you do a C-section for something else. What are they doing a C-section for? Because it can't possibly be a baby. But yes, it was a baby. My older sister is 37, and she found out 2 weeks before Christmas that she is pregnant. It was a complete shock to all of us. Everyone's in total surprise. Everyone's happy. Everyone's healthy, though, just so, you know, we're all there. But my dad and I had to go and drive 4 hours yesterday on December 23rd to pick up all the presents and all the gifts so we could save Christmas. Just maybe a little PSA that if you think you can't have kids because you tried so much in your 20s, keep using birth control because you could be very surprised. Anyway, thank you. Love you. Bye.
Okay. I guess they have to sell the yacht.
Let's hold off.
Baby proof the yacht.
Let's see if they have a favorite podcast that they want to invite.
Yeah.
Maybe one time.
Just one time.
We go yachting one time with the bad rich people. And then we be like, hey, that was
Well,
wrong.
hold up. Let's hold our judgment. They might be one of the good rich people.
They are while we're on their yacht.
We'll have to go on the yacht to find out.
It's one thing if you're like, yeah, they just bought a boat. If you're using the word yacht, I have to imagine you are an immoral human being.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way, unless your prefix on your name is Lil. That's the only way you'll get away with being anything involving the word yacht.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
When does it go from boat to yacht, and when does it go from house to mansion?
It's a great question because we have McMansions, we have McYachts. I've never heard of the term
Probably.
McYacht.
Yeah, they're like just really big boats, but not quite. Yeah, I think it all has to do with square footage.
You think so?
Yeah.
For a boat? Or you're talking about a house?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my mind, because like it's sort of like you know it when you see it, because it's not a price point
Like
thing.
a yacht comes with its own mini boat. It comes with a dinghy.
Yeah. I think a yacht almost assuredly has to have a dinghy. And I think a yacht also assuredly has to have an indoor multi-couch seating section.
Yes.
Like, you can probably have a pretty small, quote-unquote, small yacht, but those two things it needs to have
It's
to be.
still going to be, 45 feet long.
Yeah.
Commercial yachts are 79 feet. A personal yacht starts at like 40 feet.
Oh, my Lord.
I am just so smart when it comes to yachts.
Yacht.
There's no like set definition on yacht.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's mostly just like a luxury boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's no set definition on a mansion either.
But the like people that have a McMansion have like a McBoat.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They've got a slightly nicer boat but they probably get made fun of at the boat club by all the actual riches.
Yeah.
But they're the type that aren't at like the big rich.
Right. They're doing big fish, little pond type beats.
Right.
They're going back to the small town they're from to
Correct.
to stunt on the hose.
Or they're just like on the lake.
yeah.
They're lake yachts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the McMansion. It's the lake yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that? Being now you have a story that your kid was thought to be an abdominal mass,
Yeah, no, that's terrifying.
and now you're actually just having a baby.
Yeah.
To go from thinking that you're dying of an abdominal mass to give birth
Uh-oh, baby.
to
Cryptic
cesarean
pregnancies
section.
are so crazy. So crazy. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
What kind of pregnancies?
Cryptic?
Cryptic.
Meaning like you don't know
keep
that you're
your
pregnant until
secrets.
it happens.
Yeah.
How the hell
That's-
does that happen?
A lot of people say that it has to do with like the placement of the placenta. So there's like an anterior
back.
placenta means the placenta is like towards the belly button, and that blocks a lot of like your feeling of movement. But like I had an anterior placenta with Olsen and I felt him at like 16 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just feels crazy. I mean, it happens all the time, but it's like
Yeah.
you didn't get a single symptom of being pregnant. That's crazy.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot that you can do to convince yourself, especially like this person thought that they weren't able to get pregnant, it sounds like. So
Yeah.
there's just a lot of thinking where you're like, that's weird. I'm still late, or like
Yeah.
weird spotting this week.
And some women that have cryptic pregnancies like still have normal periods.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really sick. Must be just seasickness from all that yachting we've been doing.
Yeah.
You know?
I keep throwing up every morning on the yacht.
Been craving pickle juice and yachts.
If I was craving a yacht, would you buy me one?
No.
The JP yacht?
Come on.
Wait, you can kind of ride off a yacht, right? Isn't that a whole
gotta
thing that
be.
people are mad you can ride off your private jets and your private yachts?
Right?
Probably. You can write off anything, man.
Unless you're a school
Except
teacher.
for me. Don't write me off.
You can't write off costumes.
That's true. Clothes are a gray area.
You can write off costumes, but you have to prove that it's a costume and not clothing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You just want to buy American Eagle
Yeah.
jeans for free.
Well,
again.
not necessarily. I just want like a clothing budget.
Yeah.
You just have to keep it in a separate closet and go, no, those are my costume pieces.
That closet's for costumes and for eating when our mouth is open.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Oh.
we don't do that.
Right. And those also aren't costumes. I don't know what that we were following the logic. All right, last question. Last voicemail. One of my favorite all-timers. This is from Katie, they, them. And this is their advice. Not really their advice. This is how they defended from an unwanted advance.
Oh,
Okay. Like that?
Hi, Judgies.
Hopefully.
This is Katie, they, them. And I just have a quick little story that happened today. So I was going to the pet store to get dog food, as one does, and I'm checking out, and the cashier is like really engaged in conversation with me, and he's kind of funny, so I like laughed at something he said, and in this like 2-minute span, chit chatted with me a lot. As I'm like starting to pick up my dog food and leave, he asked me for my number, and I say, no, I'm married. And I just kind of look at him for a second, and then I farted. And I really thought it was going to be a silent fart, and it was really loud, and then I just walked out.
yeah.
So
Fuck, that
Yep.
rocks.
that's it. Okay, bye.
Fuck, that rocks. What a
Yeah.
power move.
You gotta walk away at that point. Like,
Great idea to do it after you got your receipt and dog food.
yeah.
Really awkward to have to sit there.
I mean, how bold of you, Katie.
the brazenness to be like, I farted. I thought, like, you intentionally farted thinking it was going to be silent. Insane.
I don't ever think one of my farts is going to be silent.
You have
even
to assume
even if
it's-
I think like might be silent, I never trust a silent fart.
No. Also, it's like, maybe I just have to push harder to get a fart out, but I can't imagine I'm sitting at the cashier be like, no, I'm actually married. It's like,
It's very reminiscent of Donald Glover has a stand-up bit where he talks about like his friend who's like, if a man ever attacks me, I'm a shit on him. And it's like, that's a superpower. You can shit on command. That's
yeah.
crazy. like that's not an option that most 99.9% of people can have.
I
yeah.
wish I could shit on command.
It'd be nice. In
It would
certain,
make my life so much better.
And if women could, or anybody could fart on command when a man is making a unwanted advance,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably would turn off a lot of dudes from hitting on people.
Truly.
Which doesn't even sound like this guy was even being. It's weird to do, but like Katie didn't seem bothered by the whole situation
Yeah.
from what they said.
He was nailing the quick time events. So, like, he got a laugh out of them.
Yeah. What's up with pet store workers being so forward? You ever notice that?
No.
It must be from working with pets so often or something.
Yeah.
Because it does happen a lot, I feel like.
Do you
There's
think
a-
they just like pick up on the cues? Like, let me smell your butt.
Mm.
There's a guy at always flirts with Aurora. Every time. Even if I'm there.
That's probably the guy that's...
And he always asks Luis for money.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably the guy that's asking for money.
It's like,
Do we know this man?
He's
no, we don't.
not personally. He knows Luis.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant that he's just like in there saying like, give me
I
some
don't-
money.
I don't even think it's that close. I think Luis took dog training classes and they were friendly.
Ah,
And he
then-
reached out to him being like, hey,
that's really bold.
dog training classes aren't paying enough. Could you spot me some money?
And then Luis gave him some money.
That's crazy. I remember this now.
And then the guy kept asking him for more money, believe it or not.
Yeah, crazy.
Luis has done this several times. Luis
Yeah.
is
Louis
has a kind heart.
Yes, he has a kind heart.
a thick wallet.
Hey, but that's it for this episode of Not Advice. Not Advice number 41 down the drain.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 4-1, big 4-1.
Wow.
Big 4-1.
Yeah, we have big plans for episode big 4-2.
Do we?
Yeah, that's we're gonna do live calls the next episode. So go ahead, call in and leave some voicemails. Be on the lookout on Instagram stories, or you can be in the Discord. You can join at patreon.com/judgiespod. Go through, follow the Discord. You don't even have to participate in there. Just emoji react to the rules. Read the rules. A lot of people get lost when they join the Discord. All you gotta do is read what it tells you to do, and then you just say, "Yep, I read that." Then you have access. You become a member of the notification gang. And you'll get frickin' tagged when we're taking live calls, which we're about to do. Very excited to do that. Any other thoughts?
No, I had a blast, guys. Great work.
Have a great week.
Love you.